All right, so the agenda is on the board. We did our EOC review. Now we're going to do notes on compound interest. In your group, after we finish, you're going to do word problems on exponential functions, growth, decay, and compound interest. Okay, please take out your scissors. You see, this is the front side of the foldable. You need to turn it over so you see this side. I'm gonna turn it over so you see it like this. Okay. We're gonna put it in our notebook after we finish doing it. I'm gonna pause for the calls. Yes. Okay, good folks. Look at this. Shh. The thing that we need to know. Shh. I'm still hearing talking. Y'all need to be quiet so you understand what I'm saying. The thing that we need to know about compound interest is this. Compound interest, the word compound means that interest is being charged more than one time in a year. Okay. So this is exponential growth because interest is being charged more than once a year. Now, Ms. Reyes, what is interest? Does anybody have any idea what interest is? Yes.
It's like, for example, if you take out a loan, you have to pay interest on the money you owe them.
That is very good.
And it gets bigger over
And
time.
it gets bigger over time. Yes, baby. What do you think?
It's the growth rate of something over a period of time.
Okay, very good. Yes.
It's like the amount of it going up by like yearly or like monthly.
Okay, very good. What do you think?
Amount of money I'll be paid extra after I put in a lot of money for payment.
Okay, all of that is right and all of that is very, very good. So we're going to put it in perspective. Listen, your interest amount is going to be the fee. Shh, listen, what's wrong? Y'all okay? What's wrong? Okay. Is the fee that you're going to pay for borrowing the money, okay? Or it's going to be that amount that you're earning, okay? So it's two ways to this. If I'm making an investment and I'm receiving interest off my investment, I'm on the positive end of that, right? Because I'm getting money, right? But if I done borrowed money from somebody, okay, then they're making money off me. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool. Now there is a formula for interest, okay, for compound interest, and this is how the formula goes. The formula goes like this. You can do Y. Most of the time they use the letter A, but you can write Y. Don't get so fixated on a letter. It means the same. It's going to be the total amount of money. Okay? It's the total. Equals P. P is the same as A was before. It's your y-intercept. It's your starting amount. Why are they using the letter P then? Because they're saying in these types of problems that that's the principal amount. The principal amount is either the money you invested or it's the money that you have borrowed. It's your starting amount. So the P represents principal, and your principal amount is your starting amount. It's still the y-intercept. Any questions? So when you hear the principal amount of a loan or of a mortgage, it's how much is owed. It's that starting amount. Okay? Any questions? All right. Then you have parentheses again. Remember, this is growth. This is exponential growth. It's either going to be growth for you or growth for a company. But it's one. We already talked about one is the 100% plus this time, since it's compound interest, interest is being charged more than one time a year. So you have R divided by N. Why, Miss Reyes, is it R divided by N? And what does N represent? N represents the number of times interest is being charged in a year. If your interest is being charged monthly, then what's your N? 12. Why is it 12? Because it's 12 months in a year. If interest is being charged weekly, then what's your N equal to there? Nope, not 57. It's close though. 52. Because it's 52 weeks in a year. If it's charged quarterly, what's your N gonna be there? 4. Okay, it's gonna be 4. Yes, baby.
So whenever we have to do like our bills and stuff, will we have to do this?
You should know how they get those figures. Okay.
But we don't have to necessarily do this every time.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Why is the R divided by N?
That's what I was getting to. I explained the N part. Now I got to explain why it's being divided. Yes. Oh no. I want us to. Do you have all these notes written? No. All right, here we go. Not right now. Shh, let me finish this and then you can go. All right, times the N to the NT power. Okay, why is it being divided by N? Your rate, remember, is being charged multiple times in a year. Okay? So that's why you're going to take whatever that interest, whatever that rate is, and divide it by the number of times it's being charged in a year. It's broken up over how many times it's being charged in a year. So if interest is being charged 12 times in a year, you're going to say whatever the rate is divided by 12. If it's being charged 4 times in a year, you're going to say whatever that rate is divided by 4. Got it? What is it that you don't get? Tell me.
How is it not multiplication?
We're getting ready to multiply right here. Times how many years? Has to be both.
Is that what it stands for?
Yes. Okay, so T is the time. All right, so look.
What is that?
How many times interest is being charged within a year?
So we multiply those two together.
Yes.
And then
Wait till I get there, please, because I'm confusing people with the questions that I'm answering for you. Okay. So let's write this. This is the 100% written as how? A decimal. Shh. The R. Let me write that here. The R represents the rate. Okay, and the rate written as a what? Or we can say percent. That'll make more sense. Written as a decimal. Okay, the N. I ran out of space. I can't squeeze that over there. I'm sorry. The N is how many times interest is being charged in a year. Okay, so again, the reason why you're going to divide it by N, Jerry, is because if interest is being charged 4 times in a year, you're going to take that percent and divide it by 4 because you're going to do it 4 times that year. You're not going to do it separately. Like I'm going to multiply it times 4% here, then again 4% here, then again 4% here. No, you're taking the percent and dividing it amongst 4 times in that year. So if it's 12 in a year, you're going to take the percent and divide it by 12. If you're only going to do it semi-annually, that's twice a year. So you're going to take the percent and divide it by 2. That's it. That's all. If you don't remember, that doesn't register or resonate with you, just remember the formula because it always works. Okay? Keep it simple. All right. Again, in here is the amount of times that interest is being charged within a year. T is the number of years you're going to do this. So if the loan, you're doing this loan for 5 years, then you're going to put 5 there. If you're doing it for 6 years, you're going to put 6 there. What if you're doing it for half of a year? 0.5. Thank you, whoever said. Any questions? Yes, babe.
So, like, say your interest rate is 5%.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that, like, every half year. That would be, like 2.5%, and then you would multiply that by how many years you would do that.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yes. Anybody else?
So,
yes, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The NT, how would you times the two numbers by themselves, then
Yes.
make that exponent.
And then do, yes, because exponents first, right? Do this part first. Do this. Make sure you that parentheses, exponent, so on and so forth. Same order of operations.
So if the number was 4 and 2, you times 4 by 2 first, and you'd have the exponent of 8.
That is correct.
What did you label T as?
Years. T is years. You can put that over here. T is years. Any questions? All right, compounded. If it says compounded, what did I say? Quarterly. If it says compounded quarterly, that means n is equal to 4. If it says compounded monthly, what's n equal to there? 12. If it says compounded biannually,
2.
it's 2. No, you're right. N is equal to 2. And the same, and this sounds weird, but semi-annually is also 2. Okay, it is. It's also 2. It's crazy. What's another one? Weekly. What did we say weekly was? 52. When you get a loan, uh, please make sure that you're not getting your interest is not being charged like most of the times if it's a credit card it's monthly. That's why people owe so much money because that interest keeps occurring every single month. Yes.
On the test, will it tell us like how many like months are in a year, how many weeks are in a year?
It will not tell you that part. So you have to know this. If it says quarterly, these are some examples down here of what they're going to say. Okay? That's why I'm writing them out here. This is how you know. These are the ones that they use. Are they any? No, that's it. Yes.
So they won't try to be like, they'll try to say like bi-quarterly, right? They won't try to.
No, bi-quarter. That's no such thing. It's either biannually, quarterly. It's no such thing as bi. Yeah. These are all the different ones. All right, here we go. So now we're gonna try to do some examples, okay? All right, so look at this one. Example 1. You borrowed, okay? You borrowed that amount of money. It says 2 years at 11%, okay? Which is compounded annually, okay? What is the total amount? What total will you have to pay back? All right, so after 2 years. Whew. All right, so we're ready to see. This is what you borrowed. So what is that? How do you write that as an equation? Let me pause for the call, see if you can write the equation first. Pause. What do you think the equation is going to be? I think, Logan, your hand was up first. Go ahead.
59.
Let's put A is equal to, okay? Or Y, doesn't matter.
A
59,000, that's right.
1 plus 1.11
Times 1 plus, what's the percent?
1.11.
Okay, good. Or just decimal 1, okay? 11 hundredths.
Over 2.
Divided by, no, how many compounded?
2.
No,
It's 1.
it's 1.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
1. And then what?
1 to the second power and second power.
But what is it? It's like you said n to the what? It's to the nt power, right? But what is n and what is t?
N is 1, T is 2.
Okay, very good. N is 1 and t is 2. So what is that exponent going to be? 2. Now, guys, this would be the same. You could use the formula growth for this because look at what's going to happen. What is 0.11 divided by 1? 0.11. I mean, really. Only time it's going to change is if it's compounded more than one time in a year. Go ahead. Yeah. Annually is only 1 a year. All right, here we go. Let's figure out what A is for 2 years. So we got, let me type this in. 59,000 times 1 plus, okay, and then caret key 2. Please type that in to see what you get. What is going to be the money? How many spaces behind the decimal can we have? 2. So this is going to be, how much money is this? $72,693 and how much cent? 90 cents. That's a lot of money that you see, you borrowed only 59,000. But by 2 years later, that's how much you have paid. How much profit did they get off you? What could you do to figure out how much they made off you? You could subtract. What would you subtract? And how much money did they make off you? They made $13,000 off you in 2 years. You get it? It sure is. Yes. I can't hear people because y'all want to talk over each other. Stop doing that. Yes.
Couldn't you also multiply the 59,000 by 0.11 and then multiply the answer they give you 2 and then add that onto that, and then you get the same answer?
What did you say again? I don't understand what you said. Let me pause. All right, try the second one, please. All right, look. Okay, so look at this. We have A is equal to, what's going to be my principal here? 28,600 times 1 plus, what's the 0.079 divided by what? 2, because it's compounded semi-annually, and we're raising that to what power? 4, because it's 2 times 2. It's 2 years, and n is 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, raised to the 4th power. All right, good. How many people got that part right? Okay, perfect. So now we're going to figure out the amount of money, right? So let's type this in. We have, I'm going to just type it in just like this. We have 28,600, right? We got parentheses. We got 1 plus, we got decimal 0.79 divided by 2. Close the parentheses. And then we got caret key what? 4. How much money did y'all get there? Very good. $33,393 and how much cent? 60 cents. All right. Any questions about that?
No. Yeah, I got it right.
Okay, good job. Do the last one, and then that's it, okay? I didn't get very far today. That's okay, though.